Hello everybody, my name is Solo. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're back here on Plants Tower Defense. Yeah, fun fact, I didn't know that this update was coming. Like, straight up, did not know this update was coming out. Like, I don't think I've seen any communication from the devs really like that this update was coming out. But apparently it was, so yeah. I'm gonna actually talk about like my feelings about this game, because very much so, this game I felt like has kind of dropped the ball quite a bit. And I know people are probably gonna sit there and be like, "Oh, you're just saying that because Craft TD's back, and you just wanna, you just wanna like act different or something dumb like that." No, I'm saying this because this game had a very prime opportunity to get a bunch of players from like Craft TD and other TD games that were like fed up with other TD games like management, right? But instead of doing that, what they decided to do was to just wait and not really even update the game that much. Like, I think we got like one. Of course, I got something. I'll get into the whole like giving seeds that people don't want thing as well here in a bit. But yeah, so the biggest issues that came out from this game are A, they don't update like nearly as much as people would want them to. I mean, I think the last update we saw before this was almost over a month ago. Now, there have been some things that have hindered it, like the Discord got, I believe, hacked or like raided at one point. And then the, I believe one of the account people got their stuff hacked as well. Or one of the owners got their stuff hacked as well. I might be wrong about that one. It was either this game or another game. But anyway. So yeah, it's been almost a month since the last update. So what happened with this update? They added 4 plants and that's it. And did some bug fixes. Not really a lot, to be honest. And to be honest, it makes me wonder what they've been doing in the last month. Like, did it take a full month to model 4 like plants and put them in? I'm not sure. I'm not a game dev for this, like for Roblox. I'm not a game dev. I can't tell you for sure how long something should or should not be. It's just it really sucks because, again, they were in a prime slot to take the Craft TD community, because you figure this game was around and like kind of surged in popularity around the time that Craft TD got shut down from the copyright strike. And so you would figure they'd take that opportunity to, make the game very appealing to people and like update it and be like, hey guys, Craft TD may be down, but we're not, kind of like take advantage of the moment when you get it, right? Yeah, they didn't do that. In fact, they didn't update, the new update for this didn't come out until about 40 minutes ago, which is over, I believe, a month that they did not update the game. And another kind of controversial update that they did was the difficulty change, because not only did they change the difficulty for higher levels, which I definitely felt was kind of needed, just based on the fact that people could literally go through higher levels with like the bare minimum of teams. But the thing that got people was the fact that they nerfed how easy mode is. Like, if you notice me, I'm very much planting this so then they can hit twice, because easy mode is significantly harder than it originally was, because a lot of like all 3 difficulties that they have in the game got their round limits shrunk down, meaning you have less time. So like, for example, the Sunshroom is almost useless. unless you go into a mode that's going to give you a bunch of, a bunch of sun in between rounds, the Sunshroom's almost useless. That being said, I also felt like the nerf to the Sunshroom was kind of unneeded, and honestly, they should have buffed the double-headed sunflower before they nerfed the Sunshroom. Because the double-headed sunflower, I felt like, should give you more sun because you have to spend sun to upgrade it. Whereas the Sunshroom didn't have the downside, but also could have been less sun, or could have been like quite a bit less sun than the double sunflower, or even I believe the sunflower. But now both the double sunflower and the Sunshroom are kind of useless unless you have a perfect setup, which you have to, of course, go in and get a strap for. But yeah, I think a lot of people were hoping that this game would pop off, and then it just didn't. Like, it just kind of sat there. And the next part of this video, I'm going to talk about what the devs were doing during that time, or at least partially doing, which was, in that time, they created games to give away Robux, which I'm all for giving free Robux, but if you are making games to give away Robux, you could be spending that time making more updates for your game. Like, you're just showing people that you're kind of just wasting dev time on giving out Robux. And like, I don't know if they thought it was a good strategy to like get more people in, like people make videos, hey, they're giving away Robux, blah, blah, blah. But the thing is, and the thing you have to remember about tower defense players is that at the end of the day, the thing that keeps tower defense players playing is the ability to either progress or get new units over time. And since they've been so like stingy with the updates, a lot of people have left. A lot of people stopped playing because, again, a lot of people looked at it like, oh, well, they're not going to have updates. That means I don't really need to super grind the game because there's not going to be really an update to quote unquote sink my teeth into for a while. Meaning that they don't really need to, prioritize playing the game as much. So that's what a lot of people did. A lot of people moved on to different games. And the worst part about it is Craft TD came back. Funny part, kind of about it, like the whole thing, it's more or less kind of just sad, is the fact that they're like Craft TD's player numbers are a lot better than this game's player numbers. Not like by a big majority, just like Craft TD, I remember hit like, I want to say it was like 300 or so concurrent players after it came back at one point, whereas this game is still kind of like teetering on like 100 or so. So very much so, like Craft TD, while yes, it is coming back and people are like actually realizing that it's back, and so it's getting a lot more hype. Craft TD is also like on the precipice of like getting even more players if they decide to update today, which I'll be informing you guys about if that comes out. But again, there's a lot of different things that just kind of suck when it comes to playing a game like this, because you're waiting for updates. There are things that the game needs, or like needs to like fix, like duplicates. Why do I need duplicate seeds for like plants that I already have? They don't get upgraded or evoed. They just sit in my inventory, right? Why am I not like, why is there no anti-duplicate counter? Like it's kind of ridiculous. It's probably the main reason why people another main reason why people stop playing is because trying to get new plants. Like, for example, one thing that'd be cool is to get iceberg lettuce, which is a defense plant but would probably help out quite a bit, is hard to do because, well, you can't get the things you need. The reason why I like something like Anime Rangers, for example, is because it seems like they're about to already do an update. They've only been out for like a week, if not less time, and they're already ready and geared up to do another update. Like, whereas this one isn't technically even at full release. Like, they even commented about it in the update post for today's update. They literally said, okay, we added these 4 plants, and then at the bottom it said next update is full release. But again, we don't know when that's going to be, because the last time they talked about an update, it didn't come out for a long time. So, like, yeah, it says major bug fixes, and then added the 4 plants, and then next update is full release. Okay, can we have a hint on when you're planning on the next update? Or, like, are we just going to go back into this weird limbo of, well, it'll be out at some point, but we just don't know when? You know? And yeah, that's my biggest issue with this game, is it seems like the devs are too busy trying to do some sort of like Robux giveaway to promote the game, but in reality it's taking away from their actual dev time of the game, which is what majority of players are wanting them to do, is, you know, develop the game instead of trying to either promote it or do something with giving away Robux with these games that they're programming for giving away Robux, which makes zero sense when, again, they could be making their current game better, and if they make their current game better, people will probably want to play it more. But for now, we're at the point where people don't want to play the game because A, the difficulty settings suck, B, the update schedule is kind of abysmal at this point because you don't know when the update's actually going to hit. And, like, to be fair, I think Anime Vanguard's had almost 2 updates in the time it took them to put out 1. And if they're struggling this bad to put out updates, maybe they should hire more people. And, you know, they probably have a decent, like, or they probably have some Robux to get people if they're giving it out so much. Like, it's a game of, like, why aren't you doing this? Like, why are you not updating the game, right? Like I said, another big thing about the duplicates is, like, people get mad when they get duplicates in a game that they can't do anything with them. Like, a lot of people will get mad for duplicates because it's like, oh man, a duplicate, I don't like duplicates. And the reason why is because it's usually because you don't have anything to do with them. For example, I don't get duplicates in Anime Rangers X because duplicates in Anime Rangers X, I believe, don't do anything currently. So I don't go after duplicates in Anime Rangers. Whereas in something like Anime Fantasy, what they end up doing is they give Constellation. And Constellation gives you, you know, power boosts and things like that. So makes it quite a bit better for, you know, the populace to invest in extra copies of a character. Or, like, in normal traditional gacha games, they have, like, something that unlocks when you put in multiple versions of a, or like multiple numbers of a character into another one. For example, what's an example? Dokkan Battle, which you guys, if you guys know anything about the lore of this channel, before it was my Roblox channel, you know that was the game I played before I played Roblox, like, religiously on this channel. But, like, Dokkan Battle has a system where duplicates give you, like, better supers, better, like, chances of hitting multiple supers, like, and the whole like tree that you can upgrade and like make better. You know, that's what they do with extras. But with this game, it seems like they just gave you filler seeds that don't like matter. Like, you'll finish a match, and I think the match I played a little bit ago was probably the first time I've seen a mythic drop from a normal match. Or no, it's the second time I've seen a mythic drop. The other one was the fire one, and it only dropped 5 shards, meaning like to get the next like step, you have to be able to get other things. And like the strats require you to have epic plants, but the epic plants are hard to get because again, it's just keeps giving you the same like seeds that you've been getting. Like, and that's like the one of the biggest major flaws about this game is that it has a seed system that really likes to give you seeds that you already have. And mind you, you know, I'm like, people might be like, well, yeah, but at least you're getting something. That's the problem, is you're not even getting these seeds in like an inventory somewhere, like as if they had like a plan for them. No, I don't think they actually have a full-blown plan for the seed system yet. Like, because when you get the seeds for the seed system, like you get them and then they go into a bar, and that bar currently doesn't have like a full-on end goal of like, oh yeah, you should get multiple of this. It just is like, okay, you have this many out of this many, and you need this many to unlock the character. That's all that bar really does. Like, it doesn't like add on, it doesn't like give you like more damage or more of this or more of that. Sorry, I got it. I also have to like be very quick because like, oh, come on. Who cares? But yeah, like that. I don't need that. Where does it go? Easy. It probably gets voided. If I had to guess, as soon as like the game realizes that it gave you something that you don't need, it probably gets voided. But yeah, like, it's a decent update, don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna sit there and be like, oh, it's a bad update, blah 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 blah. But Plants Tower Defense Steps, if you are listening to this, use the time and effort that you're putting into the Robux giveaways and making these games for the Robux giveaways and put it into the game. The reason why you're not getting players is because you're not putting updates into the game. You're putting your effort into these Robux giveaways that have their own games tied to them. And like, the reason why people aren't staying around is because your base game that people, you know, want to play, like, I know people who want to play it, are just kind of like at like a dead end because they're frustrated with the fact that they can't get the shards or the like seeds that they want to unlock new plants. I mean, I've had 30 out of 50 for potato mine for the longest time now. But not only that, they're frustrated about the difficulty changes, which you guys have yet to address, making it harder for new players to even get into the game. And then, yeah, people are just probably tired of not seeing any updates for, you know, a month and a half. And then the updates that come out after a month and a half are like the smallest updates I've seen in games. Like, even with like other dev teams that are like 1 to 2 man people, like, yeah, they may not update every month, but when they do update, it's a significant update. And like, I don't know, I just don't get how you can spend this much time on an update and just kind of drop 4 characters and be like, well, full release is next. Cool. When is it gonna come out? Because if it's like 2 months for nothing, like, I don't understand how that's beneficial. Like, So yeah, if I had any advice, stop spending time on making maps and games for Robux giveaways and trying to promote the game, or like trying to quote unquote give back all the time. Because like it's cool to give back, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not saying, oh, it's bad to give away Robux. It's bad to give away Robux when it's going to hurt the entirety of your game because you're too busy trying to make Robux giveaway maps and content for Robux giveaways, while your tower defense game that you're doing the Robux giveaways like for, or like are trying to promote with them, is slowly dying out because you don't update it. Like, and I think that's the biggest piece of advice, is just bury your nose in the game and make great updates and people will come back. I'm not saying that this is a bad game like overall. I'm saying that it needs updates to the systems because a lot of people are fed up with it, because the seed system again is irritating, because getting duplicate seeds over and over and over and over again is frustrating when you're just trying to progress the game, and it makes it feel like you can't progress, right? Then also the whole like just balance of difficulty is also grating on people as well. I've had people in my comment sections in previous videos saying that they don't like the difficulty changes because it doesn't let new players play, and they're correct. So yeah, advice: less Robux time, more actual dev time, like genuinely. But anyway, that's gonna do it for the video. If you guys did like, hit the like button, comment down below what out of the new plants do you think you would like. I think I want to try iceberg lettuce because it's gonna be a slow. Explode O nut might be pretty good. And then of course you have the Enderian, and then the bok choy. I think the Enderian is going to be really good if you want to like have a walnut that just like does damage as well. But yeah, let me know what you guys think would be your favorite out of those 4 new ones. I think mine's probably going to be the Enderian, just because it is a defense damage unit, which is pretty neat. But yeah, anyway guys, don't forget to subscribe, turn on post notifications so then you guys never miss a video. And as always, I hope you guys have a good day, stay safe out there, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.